The weather is sweet, and make you wanna move your dancing feet.
Hey everybody, I'm really excited to tell you about the 16th annual Bob Marley birthday tribute happening this Sunday. And as a little preview, I've decided to invite one of our guests to this little snippet interview so we can talk to him about his career. Give it up for my favorite other Jay Douglas.
Hey, I'm happy to be aboard. Thanks for having me, my brother. Thank you.
Hey,
thank you.
So I remember the first time we met in person was at one of the Bob Marley birthday tributes at Lee's Palace.
That's right. Yes, I remember that night.
You were there with a mutual friend of ours, Masani.
The great Masani, Sister Rasta Fest.
Yeah, I have to give a big shout out to Masani. She has been a big part of making sure that this live stream happens. And
that's right.
I know that you were telling me a little bit of a story about you and Masani. You said that when you played at Rasta Fest, she made a connection. Tell me a little bit about that story.
It's amazing, man. I used to hear so much about Rasta Fest and Masani, and I've never worked that festival. But anyway, I started asking about her. So I asked Puggy Simeon, hey, you know Masani? He said, yeah. It's just, I've never met her. And he said, hold on, Jay, I'll hook you up to her. So he gave me a number and I called her, and she was the most gracious person to speak with. And she made me a guest a few times at Rasta Fest. And the last time I was her guest up at Downsview at Rasta Fest, lo and behold, General Tree was one of the headliners. And I did my thing, and then I look at this man work the stage, and oh my God, his charisma, his energy. And I met him at the end of the show, and I said, hey, I like your style, man. He said, yeah. You like it? I said, yeah. I said, I got a track at the studio. I'd love to get you on the track. He said, yeah, when? Tonight? I said, no, tomorrow.
Tonight.
And he said, yeah. And you know what? I gave him the address, and lo and behold, he got to the studio before I even got there. And it was Pablo's studio, Side Door Studio. And we did, and it was produced by Dubmatics, Jesse King and Pablo and Bernie Pitters. Ja People. It's one of my biggest work so far, next to Hallelujah, which was recommended to me by Sandra Whiting. So here's the Masani and Rasta
Yeah. Well,
Fest.
on that note, let's play a little clip of that right now.
You got it there?
Yeah, here we go.
You're a sharpshooter, bro.
Jah will be always there. Trample the eagle, the ark, the dragon, and the bear. That song you have gone clear. J. Douglas, sing for them at them here. Let's get it. Some of them they holler, some of them they ball. Jah children never gonna fall. Never. Some of them they holler, some of them they ball. Jah children never stand tall.
And we're back with Jay Douglas, legendary soul reggae singer, who's performing this Sunday as the part of the Bob Marley birthday tribute live stream, 16th annual. So Jay, you know, I know a lot about you because you play a lot through Toronto, all over, and some of the big festivals. You do this great big event at the CNE every year with special guests. You know, but I don't really know a lot about, you know, your story about, you know, when you came to Canada, and tell us a little about the early days of Jay Douglas in Montego Bay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for asking, because that's where it started. First, I want to give thanks to the Montego Bay Boys Club, because it was a club for what it did. It took us as young men off the streets at night They gave us books to read, a library, and every week or every other week they would have a concert where we have to participate, singing, and also different activities. So that was very good for us. And those early years, we were able to do our thing based on the influence that we received from the American artists coming in through Miami, WINZ radio station. We'd get that at night. So we would get to hear B.B. King, Chuck Jackson, Solomon Burke, James Brown, Muddy Waters, all those cats, Bobby Bland. So right away, it had a big influence on us. And then we would have a talent show once a month. What you have here as American Idol, we had what was known as Opportunity Hour. And Simon to American Idol is what our Simon was Veer Johns. So after school, go to the Palladium Theater, have an audition with the piano player and Jojo Bennett, the trumpeter.
Oh, Jojo Bennett.
Yeah, he knew me from I just started out. So the piano player was who became the leader of the Cougars here, Dizzy Barker, came to Canada. But they would audition us right after school. And if you were good enough, they select you for the show tonight. They say, come back tonight, 7:30 at the Palladium Theater. And my brother, the rest is history.
So you cut your teeth on playing these showcases and then kind of mixing, I would imagine, R&B, soul music with reggae.
Are you kidding? For sure, man. We started out like, you're my love, you're my angel, you're the girl of my dream, daddy's home. And that's not Jermaine Jackson. That's Sheps and the Limelights, the original.
Nice.
We sang those blues, R&B, whatever. And then we had to sing the ska. The Jamaicans can all those stuff now.
Tell me. So you started in the Montego Bay, cut your teeth on the sort of the talent circuit, and somehow you ended up in Kingston, Jamaica. How did that all happen?
Because now I've moved from Montego Bay to Kingston to live with my aunt. And that was a blessing, because then I get to the real deal now, And then there was a group from Montego Bay whose name's the Blues Busters. They were tearing up Jamaica, my friend. Lloyd Campbell and Philip James, they would open for Sam Cooke, all those big cats when they come to Jamaica. Alton Ellis, all those guys. So I was exposed to all of these cats in Kingston. And then I would get a gig here, a gig there, because I'm starting to, get into the heads of people who like me and everything, until I decided, no, I want to go a step farther. So I went to Studio One up on Brentford Road.
Whoa.
Yep. Studio One.
And I'm assuming this is where you would have met one of your lifelong friends, Jackie Matu.
Oh, yes. He was the keyboard player, the youngest one in the Scatterlights. And amazing, man. And then I got to meet, put it this way. When you go to Studio One to get a chance to record, Mr. Dodd would audition you Sunday afternoon under a mango tree. And he'd say, sing. He likes what you hear, likes what I did. He says, come back tomorrow morning, Monday morning at 10 a.m. And then the next artist to audition after me, the Wailers.
What?
Yep.
This is just before Simmer Down was released?
That's what their audition song was.
Amazing.
And when Dodd heard it, Studio One, his eyes lit like a Christmas tree. And he told them to come back on Monday. We were all there, all day. That's how I was exposed to Don Drummond, Scatterlights, Tommy McCook, Jackie Matu, rolling on for all of them.
Well, I really love that song. You know what would be really special is on the Bob Marley birthday tribute on Sunday, that if you would play that song.
Simmer down. Dear to my heart.
Note, I talked to you just briefly just about, what did Bob Marley really mean to Jamaica and, what it meant to the world. And I always love hearing people's perspectives, especially, those in Jamaica that say moved to Canada, and just seeing someone like Bob Marley take over the world, and being one of your countrymen. Tell me a little about you met Bob, but then you sort of saw this explode. What kind of went through your mind?
It's a very good question, because it's not by coincidence that you and I are doing this now. It was meant to be. So you get ready. Be careful now, my brother. So when I look back now over the years, it's a telling story, because what I remember of him, he was not the lead singer for the group, the Wailers. The lead singer was Junior Brathwaite. He has a high tenor, but he left and moved to the States. But on that day, Bob was the lead singer, because when I look back how he sang Simmer Down, it's incredible. He was driven. The style, I listen to the song every time I go. For a young man to sing that way, his phrasing, his lyrics, Simmer Down, you're licking too hot. It was all about control yourself. Be who you, be peaceful. Simmer down, you're licking too hot now, simmer down, bone to get dropped now. I said, simmer, simmer, simmer right down. And then he used the Jamaican folklore style. The whole, for example, long time people them used to say was sweet. Those are deep messages. We grew up with those proverbs. He was way ahead of his time, trying his best to bring peace and love to all of us, because the spirit has no color.
Yeah, I know. So just to get back to the sort of like your career then shifted to Toronto. So you met the Wailers. You did the nightclub scene in Kingston and Jamaica. You were like, I think, a trailblazer in terms of moving to Canada before a whole sort of exodus of Jamaicans to Canada. Tell me a little bit about that part of your journey.
Well, thank you for asking. My mom, God bless Noreen, she came here in 1953, 54, I should say, 54, as a domestic worker. That's when Canada were recruiting domestic workers from the Caribbean. So she came in those time, and I joined her in 1964. But my uncle, there were police officers in Metro Police, and she was there. So that paved the way for me, and I came here. And then she made it clear to me that I have to go get an education. So I went to Central Tech. I didn't delay, because she was not compromising that. I had to go to school. But at the same time, it helped establish my career at Central Tech. And it was a very different environment, because when I arrived here, it was in the fall, no leaves on the trees. And I asked her if the trees were dying. And she explained to me about the seasons, and then I just got to meet other guys, in the Cougars. Pablo Paul, I got, recruited as a lead singer for the Cougars at the West Indian Federation Club. And it just meant so much, because it allowed me to move on to a next journey in life. It meant so much.
Well, this is great. I want to keep this as a quick preview, because we're going to get all you guys to watch us on Sunday between 6:30 and 9:30. So I think what I just end off is we're going to play the brand new song. I think it's just beautiful. It's about Reggae Lane. Let's get a little section of it now. We'll get it played right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so we're back. So I want to make this a little quick because it's a little bit of a preview, but just tell us a little bit about how this song came to be, and we'll just give a big shout out to the show on Sunday.
This song, yes, thank you. This song was produced by Pablo Paul and Bernie Pitters. Bless the soul of Bernie Pitters. And how it came about is that when Councillor Josh Cole, his father Mike Cole, they decided that we have to find a way to preserve the history of all this great legacy in that neighborhood, the Eglinton Oakwood area, where Reggae Lane was established. And with the community and mainly Josh Cole, we decided that we'll call it Reggae Lane. You know, I was hoping they would call it Studio One Boulevard, but we agreed that Reggae Lane. And that's how it came about in the mural, which is there, with all the foundation artists, you know, Joe Isaacs, Jackie Me Too, Nana McLean, you know, I can't call all the names, but they're all there to be seen. And one good note, my brother, it was produced at Side Door Studio, Everton Pablo Paul Studio. And as we speak, with the subway getting ready to operate soon, they're moving the mural, all those artists from the mural to the stop, that Eglinton and Oakwood stop.
Oh, so it's really getting a facelift.
They're gonna put it in the subway. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, listen, on that note, I really want you to play that song if you can on Sunday. I really appreciate doing this little quick preview. All you guys watching, I really hope you guys can come check us out on Sunday at 6 o'clock. This is a live stream that will be out on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. And I really hope you guys can come enjoy it. This is a production of Masani Productions and Uma Nota and New Funk with this generous assistance by the Canadian government and Factor. Jay Douglas, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. And all you guys watching, thanks for watching, and we'll see you Sunday as well.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to performing the JJ show.
Great. All right. Take care.
It's my pleasure. God bless. Thank you.